So I'm back over here, and if you remember my main man, Kirk, we are at his flip. Now, last time, so many of you were commenting, yes, please keep up with Kirk and go through his flip with all the updates. So I am back. So as you can see, he's a little bit behind, and he said, you know, it's not really worth being here. And I said, no, that's exactly why I want to be there. This whole channel is documenting house flipping. And just because you haven't gotten as far as you want, that's what I want to see, and that's what I want to learn. So we're going to go through this flip with Kirk. He's going to explain why it's off to a really slow start, and it's really going to affect you guys and your flipping if you don't watch that. But first, before we do that, he's actually on house flip number 3. This is his 3rd one in just 1 month's time. So he went years just like I did, not doing flips, and then he watched my channel, learned how to use the cash calculator, learned about hard money flips, got his very first one, which that's listed right now, and then he immediately bought his second one. We're gonna go to the second one because it's actually around the corner. He's about 80 to 90% done with it. Again, he's gonna talk trials, tribulations with that, and then we're gonna talk about, you know, where his profit lies on that one and potential profits. Then we're gonna come back here. So again, I'm documenting another newer rookie house flipper from the ground up. So I hope you guys are enjoying this style of content. Comment down below if you want me to continue documenting other house flippers around the area. I'll do that. So we got to hop in and go check out this other flip that he's got going. All right, Captain Kirk.
Yes, sir. I'm back. What's up, people?
But this is wait, so this is flip 2 of 3?
This is flip 2. This is the second one. I closed this one probably 2 weeks prior to the other one, Sandy Forks.
Okay. So you went for, and the other one's already listed, your first one?
The first one is listed. The first one is listed. We just about done with this one. We probably be done by the end of the week. Well, no, actually probably mid next week because I got cabinets going in. Then we probably have to do a little bit of touch-up stuff.
All that last 5%. How did you, so you went from not flipping forever to doing 3 in a row, dude.
Yeah.
What's that? I mean,
again, it's that initial fear of wanting to get into it, but you know, you stack a couple bucks and you kind of want to be careful about.
Stressful, yeah.
Yeah, you know, you don't want to lose it. So,
but at the same time, I guess that goes into what I've talked about. Once you figure out that hard money lender and loan, then you realize, oh, this is easier than I thought to like acquire the loan. Now it's finding the deal.
Yep.
And then you go. So
the loan thing is a big thing because
it
you kind of be like, oh, will they really give this to me? You know what I mean? Because I don't work a regular job, so.
Yeah, exactly.
You
hey,
know.
real quick before we go in, are you gonna do anything with like?
Yeah, I got to do it coming out tomorrow. He's gonna fix all of that for $800.
Oh, perfect. Was there any of it on the side? Like,
nope. It was just this little courtyard thing.
Perfect. Because I remember looking at a house in Kingwood just like this. And the whole side over there was completely like, and my guy's like, dude, it's fixable, but.
It was literally just this courtyard.
That means the foundation's probably good then.
Yeah. I didn't see no evidence of foundation issues, so.
All right.
I think it was just this stuff here.
And then keeping.
Because that's not even attached to the foundation.
No, it's not. It's totally separate.
Right. So therefore, you know, the ground shifts and this thing just kind of go crazy. But windows, we just got them put in yesterday.
Dude, I think that was one of the biggest comments was, who the hell is your window guy? These are nice, dude.
$4,500.
4,500?
$4,500. Yeah.
I am getting that guy's number before we leave.
Sandy Forks, I got an update on the price on that one. I told you.
Yep.
He came back at $4,800 for Sandy Forks. Yeah.
For double pane.
Yep.
Dude, these are nice.
Decent windows for
I've never done windows in any of my flips just for the fear of it being like 10, 15 grand or whatever.
No.
But that's something that everybody wants too.
Right. But
especially here in Texas.
And it helps with, it's going to help with the appraisal. And the windows in there. So, you know, but this is the house.
Is this painted or was it like?
No, this is painted. This is painted.
Okay.
We're gonna put a mantle on it. You know, the usual fireplace stuff you do. We got cabinets going at the bottom over here. We're probably gonna put some shiplap in the back.
Okay, so this is your living room. You got the gas fireplace.
Gas fireplace. We got cabinets going in at the bottom. Shiplap on the back. Got some lighting going at the top, and we're gonna have some floating shelves that matches the mantle.
Yep.
Once it all goes in. All of that's getting put in either later this week, early next week.
Yeah.
But, you know, came in here and all of this was closed in. It had the drive-through window thing that you see in a lot of these houses.
Okay, so, and Yeah, you'll send me the pictures beforehand
yeah.
so we can. So what it probably had something like across here.
It was the whole wall here and
whole
just
wall.
the little peekaboo window.
Okay.
thing, right?
Yep. That 70s style with the cabinets.
Yep. So I had them take that out.
All right. Yeah, that opened it up.
Yep. Oh, that opened it up. All of this actually was closed in. That was not there. Like this opening here into the dining room, that whole thing was open on that side. And up there in the front where my guy is here, that was like a little sitting front family area, I guess. We decided to make that into a fourth bedroom.
I got you. So how did this wall actually? So wall of cabinets here, and then this was open.
This was this was not open. This came to probably right here. And
I
it was
got
like
you.
a little door, or maybe even right here. It was a door here, just a regular sized door though.
I got you. And that went to the dining room, but it was closed off.
Right. It went into the dining room. That wall was not there. That went into the front room up here.
I got you.
You will see. I'll send you the videos of all
Send me the
that.
video.
But this
I
was,
still haven't
again,
seen it.
this was just like a, family, the room you don't sit in. Yep. You know what I mean?
And you were able to get double closets in there too.
Yep. So we just closed that whole wall off, made a closet there.
That's a good idea.
Fourth bedroom / office.
What did that
Option.
fourth bedroom do, like comp-wise? And does that factor into the hard money loan at all? Like
The
with
fourth bedroom? Yeah.
adding? Okay, so you told them, hey, we're adding a fourth bedroom.
Yeah. Because it'll affect the value that they come back at.
Right. And did that help you with your
it did.
loan?
Oh yeah. I mean, I knew the numbers anyway already, but I was able to push the ARV up a little bit more
Right.
by adding that fourth bedroom.
Which helps with that LTV, so you can don't have to come out of pocket as much, or if
Now
any at all.
this was not a 70% deal though. But
It was not?
Nah.
Okay.
It was probably like 80.
Yep.
But I was confident in the area
Yep.
and being able to sell it quick. So I
Yes.
just went ahead and did it.
I'll take that right now. Sell quick.
Yeah, for sure. But this house is pretty simple. It wasn't much to do. It was like it's going to end up being a 6-week project. But in here,
That's where the water
Washer
heater,
and
but
dryer
that's your
stuff.
washer dryer. That's not. Yep. And then you got the laundry room there.
Yep, laundry room here.
That's crazy. Me and my wife toured a house in Kingwood down the road. It was pretty similar layout to this. That's crazy.
a lot of them
Because
are
down
like
that hallway and everything is all the bedrooms, right?
Yep. It may be the exact same layout because I've
It's
seen
very similar because it had the mudroom in the back over there.
Mm-hmm.
This was almost like a sitting area here, and all the kitchen and everything was stretched down that
Was
way.
that the Laurel Hills?
I can't
the
remember.
Laurel
It was. I did the video on it.
Oh, I haven't seen it. Well,
And
there
it was very similar.
There's one very similar that sold
Yeah.
probably about a week after I went under contract on this one. It sold for they had it for $359 and it sold for $355.
A flip.
Yeah.
Okay. That's
Well,
good.
no, actually it was just a resale, but it was pretty much
It was
totally
nice.
rehabbed. Yeah. So
What
I
number
think
are
they
you
only
shooting for at this?
given those numbers, because that one was a little bit
Yep.
bigger, I'm going to shoot at about 330.
Okay.
And I purchased it for 183.
183.
Yeah.
What's your rehab budget on this?
Rehab budget was 60 grand, and I just added everything up last night. I'm right at 55.
And I mean, you're not done, but that's
The 55 is solid, but I am going to go ahead and spend that extra $5 on some other stuff.
like what you think?
Landscaping.
Yeah.
At first, I was just going to clean the yard up, but I'm actually get it landscaped now.
What about painting the brick?
Not on this one.
Yep.
Not on this one. I thought about it, but my guy did have have it in the budget to paint the paneling on the outside.
Yeah.
But I just asked that because it looked okay to me.
Okay. I'm literally just asking it because we debated that for like 2 weeks on our first Kingwood flip, and I think it was $4,500 or $4,700, and we went from that brick to the white. I'm not sure if that helped or not.
I
but
think for
people
that house it probably did.
Yeah, I think so.
That black white with the natural
Yep.
oak wood look.
Yeah.
That's in right now.
It's in. So door here, you gonna replace or what?
Yeah, I have these ordered. Believe it or not, these freaking doors cost way more than even the front door.
What? Were you like?
It can be like $800. It can be over $1,000 for regular old rear back door.
Why is that? I don't think I've had to get one.
I have no idea, dude. It was my first time having to buy one, so I didn't know.
You were like, dang.
I was able to find a couple on Lowe's for like $350, I think. Yeah, $350. Because I paid like just under $700 for both of them. Because I got to put one there too.
Yeah, for the mudroom.
Yeah. So I bought the same door for each location. But yeah,
those are coming in. Okay.
yeah. So watch that, guys. Doors are nuts, and I even went on the marketplace, and they cost more than Lowe's.
Sheesh.
So, because I didn't have that factored in either, but it's still, I still was under budget even with having to buy those. So.
And this is all new flooring.
Yeah, this is all new flooring.
Is that, wood? Oh yeah.
Yeah, this is wood.
Okay, yeah. And then but is this
Oh, the floor.
engineered wood?
This is some kind of laminate.
It's pretty thick, yeah.
Yeah, this is some kind of laminate.
It looks good. I like the lighter colors.
Yeah, we wanted to go a little bit different on this one as far as the look of the colors, the color scheme. Like, because everybody do the gray thing, and
I agree.
To me, it's kind of played out. So we wanted to kind of just give it a warmer look.
Yep.
So when it all come together with the countertops and everything, you'll kind of see.
Yeah, I'll be excited to see that. This is a pretty good sized backyard here too.
Oh yeah, and it wrap around there.
Did you fix that part of the fence back there, or was that there?
Nah, that was already there. That they had to have some kind of storm or something over here because it's a house over there.
Well, yeah, Beryl came through here.
Oh, did it?
Oh, it wreaked havoc in here because all the trees.
Yeah.
I
That's
mean,
what I was thinking.
there's actually houses down the road I've driven by that, I mean, big pine trees. These 100-footers were smashed into them, and one of them hit so hard in the front, it actually busted all the brick off.
Oh wow.
Like I've never seen anything like that. Like crack the brick, break it, but it just rattled it so hard it just fell down straight down to the ground.
Yeah, there's a house over here driving in where the roof is caved in from where a tree hit. It ain't too bad, but it's
There's actually quite a few.
I'm gonna try to call them and buy it.
Let's do it. And it ain't only here. I mean, Beryl went through. You drive through a lot of older neighborhoods, dude. It's like that. There's
Yeah. Well, it was another
lot of
tree.
them.
If you look on like Google Maps, this address, it was another tree in the front here that had to fall
Had
down
to
at
have
some
fallen,
point
yep.
before I got here.
Gotcha.
But it didn't fall on the house, so. But
so.
no,
That's good. So all electrical, everything looks pretty good.
I updated that.
You did?
Yeah, because the dude.
Was that in the budget
It
or?
was not in the budget.
Okay, what happened?
They had the electric guy out here doing the lights in the kitchen and stuff and
Yeah.
running the wires everywhere that I wanted them. And he was plugging in his drill. And he was showing me the light on the drill was on, but the drill wouldn't drill. Put it that way. So he was like, you need to update this panel because it was only like 100 amp.
100
panel.
amp, old school.
Yeah. So
So you went to the new 200 amp.
Yeah, at first I was like, nah, I ain't doing that.
Yep.
Because they've been going this long on that 100 amps. It should work. But then he showed me proof, and I'm just like, okay, we'll go ahead and do it.
I know those are the things that you're like, because what is it, like a couple $1,000? I mean,
It was like
'cause they got to
3,700.
rerun. Yeah, I was
like
gonna say $3,000, but 3,700.
Yeah,
Because we had to do that at our.
Not only that though.
Yeah.
And I'll show you when we get in here. This box was inside in the closet, which is now out of code.
Very much, and that's what I was gonna get at is like when you go to sell it, the sellers, the inspectors, like they just hammer that shit.
Oh yeah.
So
yeah. 'Cause
it's
I was on them on it because I'm like, man, y'all, if you do this, you got to do it right. Because if the inspector
Yep.
sees something off, you got to come back and fix it.
Inspect, and then when they do the appraisal and all that, it's like it's.
Well, it's grandfathered in.
Yep.
The it being in the closet is grandfathered in. However, if you touch it, you got to fix it now.
Well, not only that, but it's like it's buyers these days too, and in this current climate,
Yep.
they are looking for anything to like bounce out of a deal. So
Yeah, for
hey,
sure.
real quick, were these windows in here? Or did you put those in?
Nah, those was there.
Okay,
Those was there already.
but did you replace it or the?
No, they're replaced. Every window in here was replaced.
Okay, they were there. You just replaced those windows.
Yep.
Damn. Okay.
So I really wanted to open this. You saw how it was over there with the fireplace. I
Yep.
wanted to open this into this area just so some of the light can get through to the living room.
Yeah, it'd be so cool to see what that would have looked like.
There's one on the ML or a sold comp that had the same layout where you can see how it would look, but I got vetoed.
So they kept the fireplace here, but opened that wall.
Yes.
What made you not open it?
Kind of decided to add some more character to the living room.
Yeah.
With the floating shelves and all that stuff.
Okay.
That was more so the idea. Trying to think of.
Okay,
anything.
so this comes right back to all three of
Yeah,
the.
these are the 3 other bedrooms.
Okay.
That was originally here.
Got one here. Is this the primary?
Yeah, this is the primary.
That one's big over here.
Yeah, it's a decent size.
So you got this one. I don't want to. I think my shoes are clean.
No, don't worry about it.
So you got a closet in this one walking, yeah.
It was all kind of weird, like holes. I don't know if some kind of raccoon or something got in there at some
You're
point.
saying that because of my raccoon.
Oh yeah, you did. I remember. I had a hole here.
It probably was,
Yeah, it was a raccoon or a squirrel or something just going crazy in here for however long. Who knows?
Yep. Was this abandoned? Like nobody living in it for a while, or?
Yeah, it was empty for quite a while. I don't know how long.
Crazy that happens, that people just leave them like that.
I think the person passed away.
Yeah.
And then went
And then
to
it
the
just
family.
sits.
Yeah, it went to the family and they didn't do nothing with it, and somebody eventually got it again. That same Sandy Forks guy that wholesaled me that house.
Same
I
one.
got this house from him.
Dang. So you went hardwood in the primary.
Yep.
And then you went carpet in the other two bedrooms.
In the other bedrooms, yep.
And then they'll transition that.
Yep, they're gonna transition that. I really wanted to redo this whole bathroom and change the layout.
Yep.
But then this is where that panel was, right in this closet.
Oh.
So.
Oh, damn, that's big. Okay, so was it like this though?
No, it was a wall right in between, and I just opened it.
Okay, so that was the closet, and this was like it had the electrical, and it was another.
Yeah. So at the time when I finally made the decision to just keep the bathroom the same, I didn't know I was gonna have to move that box.
Yep.
So it ended up just keeping the bathroom the same, but came up with a reasonable layout for it.
And then the double door into the closet, and then are you gonna build any custom shelving in there? Or something?
This whole closet will be custom.
All right.
The other closets are just gonna be standard closets. Now this was weird because the vanity.
Yep.
I think the shower was like right here, dude.
Skinny one.
And the rest of that was vanity.
And then if it was any like mine, it was one sink but 100-inch of vanity.
Yes, that's exactly how this was.
So it was?
Yeah. So
Dude.
I had them double it up. I had them double the other bathroom up too.
Yep.
Because since it's only 2 bathrooms in here, if they got a couple kids,
Agreed.
they got to get ready in the morning, put double vanities in there.
We always do that.
Yeah.
That shower's sick though. I love it. So you must be going with some like seamless glass.
Yes.
Is that in your budget with the?
Yeah.
Okay.
All of it is in there.
What are you gonna do? Is this gonna be seamless glass here too?
Yeah. Yeah, they're gonna put a piece of glass here, and then some kind of glass shower door fixture here.
Yeah, dude, that's
Because
cool.
the plumbing was over here initially.
I love those niches. That is so unique.
Yeah.
But it's nice to have, and then the green.
Yep. Again, I wanted to add more color. Like I want to do color in houses. I think just making them a little bit more unique to what's out there, which is typically the gray. It'll make it go quicker. It'll add more interest.
I really do agree, and I'm not just saying it because you're saying it. Like, and I know this area. I've been watching like around my house, and the houses that are like done up, and they'll have like green chairs, and they'll have green's like a big color right now, but any kind of different color, they're going quick. Everything else kind of sits.
If you can make it. If you can add some color but keep it like natural,
yep.
You in there.
Did you pick this out, or is your wife good at this?
She picked that out.
Yeah.
Yeah. I let her deal with all that.
I like it.
Like it makes her heart warm or something.
It's funny because my wife's the same. Like I always just say, go pick out the tile. Go pick out the tile. Go, like that's your job, And she's great. But then when it comes time, like oh my god, it's our flip. Then I think they have a little bit of like second guessing because they're like, well, I like it, but will everybody,
She second guesses it all the time. I'll be like, just relax. Like,
I get it.
It is what it is.
Yep. I think it's awesome.
She did pretty good with it.
I love it.
Can't complain.
And I think your tile guy did a great job too. Looks good.
Yeah. Over here was more vanity. It was just like.
Gotcha.
You know what I mean? No sink, but just
a space. What you guys gonna do?
So what I'm doing here is I'm gonna put a linen closet on one side, or I don't know which side is going to be which, but
like a framed-in linen closet or like a cabinet?
Like a cabinet.
Okay.
And then it'll be like one of the little vanity desks for the lady.
Yep. With a chair, like where they can sit at it.
Yeah, because otherwise it'll just be
dead
space. So we're just putting something there.
I think it's
to make it a little better.
Yep.
And then I'm going to probably want to add some of that warmth to it with natural woods and stuff.
Yep.
So I'm probably going to get some kind of wood paneling, Not like that old stuff from the 80s, but
Yep.
you know what I'm talking about. I forgot the name of it, but it's going to go on one of these walls, probably behind the vanity, I'm thinking.
Yeah, a lot of what I see is they're doing like the 1x2 slats.
Yeah,
you know?
exactly. That's exactly.
And
what
then
I'm
they
talking
actually
about.
paint the wall first like black, and then they'll do like
Yes,
slats.
you can just buy it with the
It's 1x2. It's super cheap.
Yeah, you can just buy it already set up like that.
And that's a good idea too. Yeah.
So
I know the guys come in and they just cut a bunch of them and paint the wall and put them up. But yeah, that would be pretty cool too, especially in the primary.
that's exactly what I'm gonna do. Just to add a little bit more character. Again, just try to set yourself apart the best way you can from everything else that's gonna be out there. And a lot of the stuff don't cost too much, and it's not hard to do. You just got to think outside the box.
Yeah, because you're at 55, but you're thinking you'll use that other 5 for that kind of stuff.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep, for sure.
Got the big old window in there.
Yep, big window. I mean, it's usually fairly light in here, but it's a gloomy day today. So.
Yep.
Here, you can check out this bathroom too.
Oh yeah, you did not. That's right.
Yeah. Kept the tub set up in here. I think it should always be at least one tub.
Yes.
In the house.
And on a 2-story home, like wherever the kids are gonna be, is got to be close, man.
Yeah.
It's funny to me because we've always talked about it in the primary. My wife loves a bathtub, you know, so it's like but most of the world is like most flips, and most people don't care about it. They just want showers.
Yeah, I realized that's also a Texas thing because you can go buy a new build and it will not have a bathtub.
A lot of them don't. Yeah, they go with the big walk-in showers. So
yeah.
But I do agree. Yeah, if not, then people are going, where are we going to bathe the kids? Like, it'll turn them off.
Yeah. I think just put one in there because if they got a baby or anything like that, you know?
Yeah.
You got to keep that kind of stuff in mind. You never know who the buyer is actually going to be. So, you know, just think logically about it.
And you hope it's a family with kids going to that school that they hopefully rebuild.
Yeah, tell me about it.
Cool, man. So another bed, you're in pretty self-explanatory. So 3 with the 4th over here.
Yep. Well, it was actually an option to make that an office. I put the closet in there just so if they want to use it as a bedroom, they can. It has a window and it has closets, so technically it's a bedroom. So that helps my ARV. But if they want to use it as an office, use it as an office.
Yep. So you know what's weird about that, and I don't know if I documented it on my videos, but the flip I have down in the Shore Acres area, I listed it as a 4-2 with that giant bonus room because we put a closet in it. But when I was talking to a real estate agent about this, and we were like dissecting that area, and he's like, well, there's only a couple 4-2s that have sold. They're not really, he goes, but all the 3-2s are pending. They're at this he's like, mark it as a 3. You should have marked it as a 3-2 with the bonus. Psychologically, that tells people, oh, there's a big movie theater, family room, whatever. But they already know they could convert it into a 4th if needed.
Yeah.
There's a lot of psychology, but I'm telling you, if it's not a hot market where you just list it and you get a bunch of offers, you got to be creative. So it's like, may be a 3-2 with a 4th. I don't know if you list it 4-2 or 3-2, but this area is big, more family. It's probably 4-2 would work.
And there's also not a lot of 4-2s. Most of them are 3-2s around here.
Exactly. So then you kind of separate yourself if somebody has their search criteria at 3-bed homes, you know? Mm-hmm. It's really tricky. You wouldn't think that, but...
It really is. You got to think all that little stuff through.
So cabinets come this into this week?
Yeah,
You think you'd be done next week, huh?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
Because these dudes will be done with pretty much everything.
They're doing all the paint and...
Yeah. I mean, all the major stuff is done except the cabinet. So I just finalized that yesterday. So I think it takes like 3 days for them to get it, and then they can come pop that out in one day.
Yep. They'll hang the cabinets in a day.
Yeah, for sure.
But then it's just all the touch-ups, finishing all the electrical.
And that's why I said...
Doing all the...
That's why I said like next week sometime, mid next week.
I know, I've learned that. It's always a week, but better give yourself...
Even if it's the end of next week, I'm cool with that.
We
made a good time on this project.
You definitely did. And with that I want to go check out the other one, but are you going to list this like January 1 then, or try and do it before the holiday? Or like have you thought about it?
I've been thinking about it.
I know, right?
As soon as it's done, I'm probably gonna list it because I got to get them couple bucks from the hard money lender, that I fronted. So probably just go ahead and list it right away. If it got to sit 2 weeks because it's Christmas, then that's fine.
It is what it is, yeah.
Yeah. I'd rather get it out there, and you never know. Somebody might want to hurry up and jump on it.
I agree.
So
Yeah, this thing.
I wouldn't let the fact that it's Christmas stop me from shopping for a house.
No.
If I needed it, right?
That's it. If somebody's looking, they're looking.
Yeah, so.
Especially when they're off of work.
And I think the product itself will help it gain the attention that it needs to gain.
It's
You know
nice.
what I mean?
It's a nice place. I can't wait to see it with the cabinets here next week. It's gonna be sick.
Oh yeah, and one thing that I'm trying to do too with the cabinets, even if you go with shaker, I think I'm gonna do like that. It's like an off-white shaker. Then I'm gonna start doing that kind of standard.
Yep.
Because that in itself adds warmth and it gives you a little bit more.
So they're already like pre-painted off-white. Yeah. I've been seeing a lot. Yeah, like almost two-tone, and I'm actually what I'm liking because I'm looking at a bunch of these new construction is stained islands and cabinets.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna paint this one like some kind of blue.
Yep.
This peninsula.
I will, yeah.
And then also the back door.
The back door.
To add some color. Try to tie it in some kind of way with
the
everything over there by the fireplace. Haven't decided exactly how, but again, just trying to add some color and character to it so it won't all just look like blah, you know.
And it helps with the pictures at the end, the listing pictures.
Yeah, for sure.
One of my first ones over there in Baytown, but it was a cheaper one. We didn't do really any, it didn't need color, but the pictures really turned out like, there was just no like separation in there.
No,
it just was like one big square. And so even just putting pictures on the wall and like plants and
little stuff,
colors, it makes it like three-dimensional.
Yeah, like if you're not gonna stage the house, at least dress it. Just start going to buy.
Will you stage, you think?
This one, nah.
Yep.
Nah, I might dress it, put some pictures and plants and stuff like that. I think you did that in one of yours.
My wife did it on our first one, and
I thought that was a good idea.
we staged it with our own stuff. Yeah, we sold it first, but it's great. And then I ventured down to the other ones, and they don't really need the staging. It was that thought process of, oh man, we can get these done in 2 weeks, 3 weeks, and do 3-4 of them.
Yeah.
And then
Well, I think once you get to a certain price point, it helps.
I've learned a huge lesson, and I hope I've taught a lot of people on here. There's a business for every style of flipping. There's people flipping 100 of those small homes a year, and they love it, and it's easy.
Yeah.
And they wouldn't touch a house over 300, 400,000. And then I'm more leaning now towards the opposite. I'm gonna go, if I can sell these things, go high end. I'm just like one big one, actually.
Yeah.
Like even if I gotta pay 300, 400 for it, like I'm cool with that to sell on that higher 7, 8. And that's only because of I'm looking in one specific area, and those houses that are completely redone, they're selling quick.
Yeah.
A house that looks identical to it but hasn't been remodeled and is listed 200 grand cheaper is sitting for 100 days. But if it's remodeled in this one spot, then they are literally, people are fighting over it. So I'm like, I'm gonna take the risk. I don't know. I gotta get there. But anyways, let's go check out progress on the other one, man.
All right, let's do it.
I gotta go give him my guy, give him his microphone, but pulling up, looks like he's got all the big trucks here. So they're getting some work done, but actually, I texted him the other day to come back and do an update on this, and he's like, well, things got off to a slow start. Let's not show it. You know, we'll go do a different one. And I'm like, no, wait. If this got off to a real slow start, that means there's a story behind that of why that happened, and I want to hear it. So again, all this to help you guys, and it's pretty fascinating to talk with Kirk too, and even behind the camera when we turn it off of, you know, how many times he references my channel and the mistakes I made and where to flip and do all that. So again, I hope you guys are finding value in this. I've made some serious mistakes. You know, house flipping, hopefully won't lose too much money, even though sitting on some, and by losing so much money for the year, you know, with the first flip, I'm going to be up. I will make money, and once I sell these other ones, I'll definitely be in the profit. But the good news is I didn't have a channel to go off of or anything to watch. So I really was going in at this by myself, and then obviously Hard Money Joe has helped me immensely, but it's really cool to be with him and him reference all these things that I've shown in my channel and the mistakes that I've made, and that he's been able to just kind of like cruise right through, or like, oh yeah, I remember when that happened to you, so I made sure I did this, right? So I really advise you guys, if you're new to this channel, to, I'm gonna shut this off, to subscribe, obviously, because I'm just gonna keep documenting my house flipping journey, but as well, I'm probably gonna start tagging along with some other flippers and documenting their process. And I'd like to eventually, you know, somebody who is maybe developing a property from ground up wants to flip it, that too. So a lot coming in the works. Hard Money Joe and myself have been working on some really cool things that we may launch here soon, all free to you guys, but super valuable. We're gonna go into this house. I wanna learn why he's off to a slow, rocky start. But at the same time, if you are newer and you're just catching a couple of these videos and going back and forth, it may not make as much sense. Take some time, go back to video 1, and then just work your way through all of them. It's basically a mini series, a docu-series of a house flipping journey that's real and raw. I haven't hidden anything. I've had conversations with cities, you name it, and I've documented it all. So if you guys would too, just hit the like button. It actually helps my videos. It's the only thing I ask for, and I'll continue doing this. So hit that like button. And now, gotta go find my main man, Kirk. So yeah, it doesn't look like much is done now. There was this giant pile of trash over here. In fact, I don't know if this is a new dumpster or the same one. Garage is pretty jacked. Yeah, oh, there we go. Here you go.
Appreciate you.
So, you said a slow start. What happened?
It is a slow start here. I think the contractor, the guys that he sent out, I think that they just was moving kind of slow. So he ended up putting another set of guys on here. And it's been moving since then, but they're not here now, as you can see.
Yep.
So I'm saying,
but they were supposed to be, huh?
They kind of start sometimes they start at 12 and go to 7. They don't seem to really have a real regular schedule, I guess.
I know. I've dealt with that too. Sometimes, I mean, they will get more done in 1 or 2 days than you would ever imagine, and then all of a sudden they don't show up for 2-3 days, and you're like, what in the?
Yeah, they'll see. Because it's the same people that's on the other one, on Maple Lakes. They'll come. It just won't be at 9. It might be at 11 or 12, but they'll stay longer or whatever.
Doing some other.
I really don't care as long as it gets done.
Yep.
The thing about this house, though, is it's not a lot of that structural stuff to do. So it's kind of like the normal stuff for the most part.
Right.
So I don't think it'll be as challenging. I think like once they start putting floor in, you'll just start seeing stuff fly. And I'm using the same company for cabinets, so they're not really in charge of that. That's on me.
That's on you to get the, okay.
Yeah. So it looked like they've just been doing drywall.
What did they come in prime or something, or like?
Yeah, they primed and it looked like they textured it.
Okay.
We had all these boxes all around, you know how they used to do in the 70s.
Yep.
All of those have been knocked out. They've done some of the electrical work.
I see that. Yeah, all the not soffit, but geez, what am I thinking?
That's
of?
what I call it. Soffit.
Yeah, soffit. Yeah.
But yeah, I know what you're talking about.
But it was all hung down, so
Yeah.
okay, that's all eliminated now. Yeah, it looks like, I mean, it's on the paper here, so they've come through and textured it. You're right. There's not a lot of like structural, so it's just kind of putting it back together.
Yep, pretty much. So I still think it'll go fast and we'll be fine on the timeline. They just gotta get in here and get it done.
Yeah.
But in here,
Any changes? Oh yeah, there you go.
remember this was a door here, but we're going to on this side come through this way and put like a little doggy room or whatever, because it's all kind of space under the stairs.
Yeah. So what's this? Is this gonna stay as just a closet?
Yeah, that'll just stay a closet. Now,
But that's what it was too before, right?
correct.
Okay.
Except it was like some weird door there. I guess probably storage or something.
I got you. Yeah.
But we're coming around from that way, and we're just gonna make it.
And then you're gonna expose this railing?
Yes, actually, this whole wall went all the way up, if you remember.
Yeah.
This is still not right. I was just sending them a message about that right now, actually, because I'm going with stairs that look like that, so they need to come all the way down. You see that?
Okay. So what? Yes.
So they need to come all the way down so that the balusters can come down to the stairs.
And you're talking about this whole wall, like all the way to the edge.
Yep. All of that need to be out of there.
All of it's out. You'll have so this will be open spindles and open.
Yep.
And that will be like a little dog door. Yes. Okay.
Yep. So
now I can see it. I was like.
Yeah. So they a little off with what they're doing, but we figured it out.
And because what he thought you were just going to expose this.
I think maybe they thought we were just gonna go up, open it from here, and then go out with the spindles.
Yeah.
I mean, one thing about the manager, the project manager for the contractor, they don't communicate to the guys that well.
Nope.
Right? That does the work. So you as the owner of the house or the person that's paying everybody, you got to kind of stay on top of it.
Mm-hmm.
like with the tile at Maple Lakes where we just came from.
Yep.
We literally went and set the tile that goes where in the bathroom.
Yes.
And they still did it wrong.
Hey, that is an understatement. We had that happen too. And then they installed vanities in the wrong bathroom too.
Oh, really?
Well, and that's the thing I've learned with the contractors too. Their psychology is like, yes, ma'am, right? So everything is yep. But they'll forget a lot of it. And so you'll be like, hey, we want that vanity. We ordered it. That needs to go into the guest bathroom. Yep, got it. All handled. You show up and that vanity is in the master and you're like, what in the shit?
Yeah, and I knew like going in, like, okay, we're starting tile on Monday. I need to be on them to put it in the right place. And I was, and we even walked the property with the person that communicates this stuff to the guys that actually doing the work, and it still was wrong.
It still does, yep.
So they ended up having to go and buy more boxes of tiles because I bought them. Because I buy my own material if I can.
I know.
So
I want to ask you more about that. That's crazy.
So because he'll give me a price. He'll give me a price on whatever his budget is. I'll go out and try to beat that price or whatever it is, and then he'll just have to credit me that back on the estimate. So that's how that works. He had it on the estimate what it's going to cost, but then he backed it out once I went and bought it.
Okay, so let's say it's a job of framing. There's wood involved. And it's $5,000. His labor cost is $1,800. So there's $3,200 of like material cost in there. You try to go get that material at $2,000, $2,500.
Well, first of all, that's always going to be reversed. The labor is always going to be going to be more than the material. That's just what it is.
Yep.
But for stuff like that, I let them deal with it because they got to come up. They got to go get that stuff on the fly a lot of the times.
Yeah.
But if it's tile or cabinets, for instance. That's on me because obviously I got to pick the fixtures.
Yep.
So,
yeah,
we got action.
I hear him. Yep.
Yeah, we got action. Okay.
Probably did a lot. Yeah, no, that's a good feeling.
All right. So
what's up?
That stuff is on me. So we doing that in the background.
Yep.
While they get the drywall and the thin set and all that stuff that they got to do. The stuff that they know that they got to do, and it's just one thing that they got to get.
Exactly.
But if it's tile and finish and stuff like that, I'll deal with it.
That's fascinating. So you got to do all new windows in this one too, right?
Yep, all new windows in this.
So you didn't really need to cover them, but just in case, like.
I didn't ask them to do it. They probably think we're keeping them. So
it's probably good just in case you gotta keep them. Your guy backs out, whatever.
Yeah, for sure. I didn't tell them not to.
Yep.
So yeah, they covered them up, but all this will be new. It'll all be new.
Yeah. So you got basically the stairs. You got to make sure they're doing that right.
Yeah, I already.
None of that's like load bearing there either. Is
they may have to do some. He told me they may have to do some structural stuff. He don't know yet though.
They got to open it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hopefully it's a floor joist landing on that wall going through all the way, and so this is just framed to the bottom of it.
Yep.
That would be nice.
Yep. Guess we'll see. But he already gave me the price for it.
Yep.
It's only like $900 or something, so it wasn't too bad.
Is this your main contractor here now too?
Nah, this is some of the workers.
Yep. How's it going?
They did a lot of the drywall work already.
Oh, perfect. Yeah, this is all nice clean now.
Yeah, when you came in here, was that ramp here last time?
Yeah, I think I can't remember. I know you told me it was here, but it was a lot messier in here.
Oh, okay. Yeah, they got it cleaned up a little bit. So we're back in here. Not much has changed.
Yeah, they've textured this whole everything. Yeah, that's all out now. That's nice.
Yeah, I think
it's a good space, really.
It is.
So you're gonna do a kind of a tile shot like you had in the other one then?
No.
I guess it doesn't have an open wall.
I changed my mind on that.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, I'm gonna just let it be one big shower with a shower head on that side and a shower head on this side.
Yep.
And then let the
skylight. Yep, skylight
shine through. Keep it like that.
I agree.
All the women involved in the project seem to like that idea better, so they run the show.
My wife said the same thing. Tile showers and I'm like, are you sure not and nope. I think you would have been really. It would have been tight. It would have been tight. Yeah. It would have been really tight. So I think it's probably a good call because now it's going to be a real grant, like a big shower.
If I absolutely had to have that, I just would have tapped in a little bit on each side of the closet.
Yep.
But
And then that's a lot of reframing, and then you got to move the plumbing, and then you know all
but
of that.
I think it's still nice like this. So
It's gonna be huge. It's gonna be nice.
Yeah.
And seeing the other one that you got, you know, those cool. Again, if you go with a really nice,
Well,
with cool colors, that's gonna be.
It'll be
a
spotlight.
head turner.
It'll be spotlight. And you gotta kind of, if you don't know what that is, you gotta kind of Google.
I don't. Spy like. Spot.
Yeah, it'll feel more like a spy in this bathroom.
Gotcha.
Stone color rather than shiny tile.
Yep. Okay.
You just have to see a picture of it. It's hard to explain.
We'll be following through. I'll come.
Yeah, but
I know.
It'll be nice. It'll be nice.
And that's what's funny is that, you know, you probably got a lot of the stuff picked out, and then you expect to be somewhere in a week or two. It's been 2 weeks time, and can fall back a little bit. But it's I think you stressed it big time last time with staying on those contractors. I think that like a scope of work, you know, I don't know how to do it. I'm not very organized, but like per room, bathroom, everything is just like you literally take a piece of paper and you stick it on the wall, checklist. Yep. I don't know how they do it, but
I did that on I think I did it on this one too, but I for sure did it on Maple Lakes. I went room by room with the contractor, and I said I want all of this stuff done. All of it needs to show up on the estimate, and I'll send it over to them. And of course, they still didn't put the stuff on the estimate.
But not only putting it on the estimate, I'm talking about like while they
do it.
While they're doing it.
See, the problem with that is, for me at least, is a lot of these dudes speak Spanish.
Yep.
Which I need to get up on my Spanish.
I've been practicing. I bought like the programs. I'm learning it. I can listen to them and understand it, but I can't get what I want to say back to them out.
Yeah, for sure. So it's hard for me to communicate those things. So I have to go through my contractor and say, hey, communicate this stuff. You know what I mean? And they don't always do the best job. They might have, you know, a couple projects they got going on, and it just slipped their mind, whatever, you know. But if something get messed up, it ain't out of your pocket.
Nope.
It's out of their pocket, and we've had that several times. You know,
and it's not an easy conversation to have, but
it's easy for me.
I know that, but it's like it's never something that's like, oh yeah, for sure, you got it, let's go.
Yeah, just like with the tile, like they had the tile all the way up the wall already, and it was the tile that should have been on the floor. The white tile that you saw, it was that tile all up the shower initially.
Yeah, because we wanted white on white in our spring house, me and Joe, and it's on film. I filmed it.
I saw that.
And we want white, and my wife's like, yep, just white on white. I want the base to be the exact same colors as the wall, and the ceiling, just all one color, make it easy. And we had like beige, like under here. And
I saw that. Man. And then he was like, it ain't in the scope of work. Remember that?
It was there. That's what I'm like. Anyways, it seems a lot simpler, and you say something and they say, yep, you got it, but it can get lost in translation.
It definitely does. Definitely does.
But so we got the update. That's good.
I got a landscaper coming to both of the properties today, as soon as you leave, actually. So we're gonna come up with a plan for all this crap that's all over the place.
Did you guys frame this deck, or was it there?
That was there already.
Oh, I didn't realize that last time. That's pretty nice. One thing you ain't got to fix.
Would you keep that?
Well, it just depends. Because you're gonna put the doors there now, right?
I don't know. Probably not.
Now you're not gonna?
I think I scratched that idea. I think it's gonna cost too much, but they supposed to give me an estimate on it. Like today.
I would love to hear like what my wife or your wife says. I would leave that too, because if I want to go enjoy that, I can get to it from right here. So here, like, so I get it in my mind. I'd be like, oh, that's beautiful. People are gonna love it. How many times are you really gonna use it? One, and two, you already got if there's no doors here, then
and it's not a deal breaker.
It's not a deal breaker.
It's still plenty of light coming through those 3 windows.
Right.
It's a lot cheaper just to keep them. So that's my thought process on it.
Well, my thing is to, and I know what you're thinking. This is more of a higher end flip. So some people on the channel or the comments will be like, man, that's a waste of money. It's like a quick, just get it done type stuff. But I know what you're trying to accomplish, and what I'm going to start going back to is like more of that high end. We really want to turn some heads. And
I think I can get that done in other ways, though, without spending that for those doors. I already put that money in the kitchen or a bathroom.
That's why I love these, like vaulted. Yeah, this is where you get, they come in and they get wild with the fireplace, with the, the beams you're going to put across.
Yeah.
Custom cabinet, or cabinets in the, that kind of stuff.
I've been looking at the beams. The beams can get crazy. And I think I'm going to try to, if I can fit it in, I'm going to try to do something real nice up here with the beams.
Yeah, because they can, I mean, you do faux beams, you know, not real, and they just wrap them, you know, like one by material
Yeah.
is what I would tell them to do.
Yeah, I've been watching videos on it. I can make them myself, low key.
Yeah, I'm with you.
If the price is too stupid, I'll make it myself and just pay them to install it.
That's all they do. I mean, if you look at them, they're all just one by wrapped around something, and you just
That's all it is. And then they put
paint
a little brace up there
Yep.
and screw them in. That's it.
But again, is that going to really sell it? You know, it's like if you painted that beam right there, put a really nice, you know, fan, light, whatever, chandelier, and
Well, I'm looking more so at this kind of vibe, right?
oh, actually hanging it down, yeah.
Yeah. I'm just considering it right now. You know, it just depends on how everything turns out. But it may just end up being something simple.
Yeah, I see what you're saying. And they've got a pitched roof with like you know, you've got one pit.
But also I got the angel windows up there, so I got to consider that when I'm thinking
Don't wanna
about the
block
beam
them,
situation. Yeah. So it's a lot of stuff to think about.
I agree. Yeah, you got to get it more in complete mode to see it.
Yeah, for sure. And that's kind of what I'm waiting on. I try to stay ahead of the game with the thought process, but it changes sometimes.
We were here last week and you had all different plans, so I get it. Like budgets change, things change, nothing stays the same.
Well, even the color changed. We had agreeable gray initially and decided on some other color. So
What? Yeah, are you guys? Obviously, this is all just kind of textured right now, getting ready for paint, huh?
yeah, for the most part.
Did they must have painted the ceiling in the whole
First,
house?
yeah, I think
Okay.
that's pretty much where they at with it.
Because I've just noticed everywhere it's like all white.
Yep. Well, painted the ceilings. They don't even have the baseboard down.
Nope,
yet
they
that I'm
don't.
using, so,
They haven't even taken out the old.
yep,
Is that your dumpster out there, or is the contractor?
they get the dumpsters.
They do.
Although I should, because they don't seem to stay on top of it good enough.
No, I noticed that when I walked up that it's plumb full. Hey,
Yeah.
I didn't know because on our spring flip he got the dumpsters, but I've heard sometimes you got to get them.
I don't mind getting them.
Well, good news is they got about 8 dudes here. Some
do.
shit's about to happen.
And that's what they've essentially done to make up for the time. Instead of like 4 guys, it'd be like 8 dudes over here working. So I trust in them. The contractor I got, he real good.
Yep.
So when I get on his ass, he makes stuff happen. So
It sucks. It's not my personality to get on people and to hound. Like I'm not that type A. Like I'm
I'm nice
not
about
as
it.
good at that.
I'm nice about it, but hey, like I didn't send a payment last week. I said, hey, we like 3 weeks into this. We probably got 1 week worth of stuff done.
It's time.
Ain't no payment coming this week.
Yep.
He was like, all right,
That's a good point. Yeah.
Yeah. So if I sent you 20 grand and it's 5 or 10 grand worth of work done, you still got some money left over to get some stuff done.
Yeah, you do. Can't wait to see it all cleaned up, man.
Yeah. But yeah, that's it here. We're changing the color on the outside. You
Oh,
probably,
you are?
Yeah, you probably didn't notice, but they started painting a little bit. Yeah, this is different.
Oh yeah, and it looks nice. Yeah, that was all rotten.
Yep. They came in and fixed that, I think, earlier this week. Again, none of this stuff was there last week when I kept the payment from them. But they came and they fixed all that rotted wood. It was some up there after I had to do the power wash.
Yeah, power wash the house. Okay,
Yeah.
that looks nice. Yeah.
So it's gonna be that color now.
So you had the whole exterior painted,
Not yet. Not the
oh,
whole
okay.
thing. Like some of the front still need to be done.
but this all in the
is
back.
done.
Oh, I was gonna say this looks nice. It was brand new.
Yeah, this is done.
Did you have that in the budget, exterior paint?
Yeah.
Okay,
I think it was like $1,800 or something.
that's not bad.
No, not at all. They'd be pretty fair.
Yeah, it'd be nice to get all this cleared out, won't it? Then you'd be able to actually see it.
I think I'm about to work on that next. I'm about
Yeah.
to get on somebody to get all this crap out
Man,
of here. So
I mean, it's gonna be a job. Man,
Yeah.
clearing this out is gonna look fantastic. I get every bush out of there, everything.
For real, they're listed now over here. You probably saw it, huh?
I don't know what it's listed at,
They
but
got a nice backyard.
it's massive. And they got the coolest game room in the back over there, like big vaulted game room.
Oh, really?
It's gangster. It's dated too. I went to the estate sale there.
It is.
And I was talking to the lady, the owner. Her husband passed away, but they built that house.
Oh, for really?
Yep, they got that lot and they built there. raised their kids here, and they wanted it because, yeah, there's all the trails beside them, but then they built that custom massive game room on the side of it. It's a nice home, but
Yeah.
she's still alive. She's selling it. She'll get, market value for it, so it's not flip potential, but
Yeah, I don't think she'll get what they're asking.
especially in this market.
It's a little bit high to not be renovated,
Yep.
So, but I think she'll get a good price still. It's nice and they got good bones. You can
Big
move in
bonus.
it and live in it, no problem.
And a corner lot of room.
Yeah.
Yeah, they had a lot of overgrowth, man. All these trees ripped out, and
Ain't no telling how long. Well, the person that lived here obviously was old, so
Yeah,
they
didn't touch it
do
forever.
nothing. No telling how long it was empty even after that. So it's a little bit of everything happening back here, man.
because I think if you could get all these trees, like even this stuff, man, they're kind of tough, but get them all actually pulled out, not cut.
Yeah, I gotta get all this crap out of here.
It's a job too, but man, if you could show this yard looks tiny, but it's massive.
It's big enough.
It's huge yard, but it just looks tiny because of all the trees. So it'll be a selling point to be at the back end over here,
Yeah.
next to the trails.
Yep.
But you got to get it all cleaned up. Yeah, this stuff they just let it grow forever, man.
Yeah, it definitely did. The front's ugly too, so I gotta do all of that.
This is kind of a unique little space right there, huh? You don't see that a lot, where it's it's not an atrium because it's not in the middle, but
I don't like this whole courtyard setup. It's stupid to me.
I didn't want to say it, but it's not stupid. It's just like, what's its purpose, Because
It's just more stuff to worry about, if you ask me. And
it is.
To me, it takes away from the house. I probably should just demo it out of here.
Well, that's why I was kind of like, it's a unique, which is Spanish for man. I just don't know what I would do with it. You could have all these cute ideas to make it nice, but
You can definitely make it nice.
but
It's still
functionality,
just-
I don't know if I would use it with my family or kids. Like, if we're gonna hang, we're gonna be in the backyard,
Right.
or we're gonna be like out driveway, road, cul-de-sac. I don't know.
There's situations where it's nice. Like, I've been in new builds where the courtyard situation was nice, but it just don't make sense. Like even in the last house, Maple Lakes, that little courtyard thingy right
Exactly. Yeah. What do you do? The only thing that would
point
look
of that?
cool, like picture-wise and turn heads, but it's expensive as hell, is like turf in here with chairs and like a little fire pit. Like, then you're turning heads. Then it's like a wow factor. But turf is ridiculous expensive.
there. Well, I'm gonna have to do something.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, because it's like, what do you do? Do you just blow all the brick out and leave it open? But then,
Nah, I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm trying to.
because this is, I guess, your front door. But when you're inside, it's almost like your private little area.
right, which is dumb.
But it's actually your front door. Like, that's where your guests come through, right?
in theory.
In theory, yeah.
In theory. But
So from the road, you always see obviously people's front doors. So it'd be almost nice to just have it open.
something happened here.
Maybe just leave the brick and just get rid of the wood. The gate part, leave this. This is nice.
I was thinking about that too.
Leave the deck, but just get rid of that wood. So from the road, you could see the doors, and then you make those doors really nice.
It might be an idea. See, something happened here though, because this went all the way here at some point.
It did?
It had to. Think about it.
I don't know.
So what was here?
It's probably always been a wooden deck.
Think so?
I bet.
Maybe.
Unless it just completely broke, cracked, crumbled from trees, which happens here a lot, and then they just replaced it,
That's what I was thinking.
which
but
probably happened. Or it's always been a wooden deck, but at least it's
not bad though.
no, it's nice. I mean,
have to stain it some kind of other color, power wash it and stain it. But yeah, maybe just taking this garbage down would do the trick. It's
All right.
just weird.
YouTube audience, what do we do with that?
Yeah, tell us what to do.
Comment down below. What do we do with this space right here? And we don't want to spend a fortune. Yeah, it looks like you had some rotten fascia boards and stuff they're fixing over there. And
Yeah, that's why they didn't.
did you have a leak in the roof right there?
Not that I know of. I didn't see none.
I was just wondering what all that plywood on there is.
Maybe
Oh,
he
that's what
painted
they're
over there.
painting.
I think he painted right there. Yeah.
They did, so he doesn't paint the roof. Oh, that's smart.
But yeah, it was a lot of rotted wood over here that they had to come and figure out. Look like they're still working on it. So
Yep. Oh yeah, they're getting after it now. Oh, so just what you told them about the stairs, they're ripping that whole thing out now. Now you'll be able to see if it's load bearing
yeah,
here in just a minute.
they're getting to it.
So is this they're like the general framers too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's nothing, but to be honest, like the general contractor just calls a bunch of all the trades in, and in theory they're supposed to manage it, but they don't do that great of a job.
Mm-hmm.
They do, but they don't.
If they had one job, it would be They would, but what they're doing is managing
I ain't mad.
5, 10,
Yeah.
15 of them. So
And things slip through the cracks.
they slip through the cracks, and they're probably thinking, what's the biggest, man? They are tearing shit out.
Yeah, they are. See, we were just talking shit a few minutes ago.
I know, and it's like done. You about ready to list this thing next week.
All right. Like I say, when they get to it, they get to it.
They get to it, yeah.
but
I'm just curious to see what that, yeah.
But it was a slow start here.
It's going to look bigger in here when that's all open too, man.
Yep.
It won't be so enclosed.
Yeah, for sure. So under the stairs is the dog's room.
Yep.
And
Look how much space is in there, damn.
It's a lot. It's a lot.
You could actually open that, I don't know if the viewers have even seen it, but you could open up that closet over there and have kind of a wraparound little Harry Potter closet. But the dog room would be sick. I think that's a cool one.
Yep. So it's all coming together.
Looks good, dude.
Slowly, but surely. I think that, I mean, that almost got to be your motto anyway.
Yeah.
That's how you're gonna you make the most money. And then you can cherry pick them, and whatever you don't want, you can wholesale to somebody else, and still make money off of it.
Yeah.
So
I think that's the name of the game is you're going to be doing this a long time, and you're going to be looking at a lot of deals. And if it doesn't, even if the numbers are good, but it's not the right time or the right place, you just move on from it.
Yep.
There's a couple that I could have done that with. Now, hindsight's always 20/20. We had great numbers. It was going to go quick. We were going to make our good chunk, and then things changed. And I'm like, well, I could have wholesaled that and made a little bit less, but man, I'm already sitting on. But yep, you learn from everything, man. It's like,
well, I think the better
at least we're doing.
The better you get at this, and the more deals you look at, you can cherry pick the ones that you know that you really want to get into, and wholesale the other ones. Like if you're in the market where you know it's going to go quick, if you rehab it right, you probably want to flip that one. But the other ones that look like it sit on the market for 60, 90, 120 days,
right.
Wholesale that one.
Well, and even if it doesn't, what if it's not in your area? You know, like that's one lesson I've learned. I don't want to drive an hour and a half anymore. So
man.
at first, I was like, oh, no big deal. It is what it is. I only have to go once every 2 weeks. But once you do it a few times, you're like, yeah, this sucks. So
sitting in traffic, no matter what.
But a lot of my people watching, viewers, they're always like, hey, I kind of want to start doing this in different markets, different cities, different states. And I'm like, man, it's hard enough to manage it in your own backyard, let alone
it really is. I mean,
cross state line.
I would suggest starting in build your thing up in your backyard first, to where it can run without you. If you can get a manager in some other market that can do what you do, and you just pay them, then go ahead. But until then, till your money get all the way there, just stay where you at.
Yep, you'll do fine. Good enough where you're at.